You know, I gotta say, I love the title screen of Doom 2. Looks very, very nice. I'm playing this on the PlayStation 4, the Classics Collection. Bethesda. And I gotta say, I really love Doom. Doom is a fantastic game. I know it's started the roots of the first person shooter and all, and I can see why. I mean, it's very fun. I love the music. It's that electronic music, and it's sick, you know. Look at that title screen. Love that pixely look. Alright, so if you jumped on this video, I'm going to be playing map 8. I've been playing through Doom 2 this this summer so far, or the beginning of the summer. I guess we're not quite into summer yet, but it sure feels like it. And man, I've been really enjoying this. I started just a couple days ago, and I've been going through the levels. The first few are always pretty easy, and then it starts to get pretty rough at the probably level map 6, 7, 8 mark. And this is map 8. And now, see, Doom is interesting is you keep all your weapons as you progress through each level, unless you die. And if you die, then you start back with just a pistol at the beginning of whatever level you're at, which could make the game a lot more difficult. So if you die, I mean, you know, you kind of got to work yourself back up and get all your weapons back. So it's kind of an interesting thing. It just depends how good you are. I mean, if you die, I mean, it makes the game way harder all of a sudden. Whereas if you can just hold on to all your weapons and really do your best to not go down, you know, then the game's a lot easier. What's great though is you can make save states. You know, you can save as many times as you want. You can make quick saves, and I believe because you can do that. I mean, there's no reason not to. I mean, if you want to save basically at the beginning of each level, then I think you should just do that. And if you die, that way you could just reload the save and start with all your weapons again. I don't know if you'd necessarily call that cheating. Me personally, I really don't like the thought of cheating. I'm not a big cheater. I really like a nice difficult game, you know, nothing too crazy difficult. Maybe after, you know, I've played through it the first time on like normal difficulty, if I go back to it in the future, I probably will do the harder difficulty. It's rare that I replay games like immediately after completing them to go into a harder difficulty, just because I've already experienced the story, and that's mainly what I wanted to see. So, you know, why go through it again just to make it harder on yourself? Or, I mean, if you really like the game, sure. I mean, I get it. I definitely get it. You know, games like Resident Evil 4 or 2, or any Resident Evil, really, I think is very appropriate for that, because you can beat them fairly quickly. At least Resident Evil 2 is a good example of that, because there's multiple scenarios, and you can up the difficulty, and it changes everything slightly, and you can get through that game in about 2 to 4 hours, depending. And I those are really fun to try to play over and over again. Like when Resident Evil 4 came out back in March 23 of 2023, you know, I played through it all the way on a normal difficulty, and did everything normal. And then it's fun to try to get all the trophies as well, so you can go back through. And I did it with just a pistol, just using pistols, which was a challenge or a trophy. So that was a lot of fun. But anywho, yeah, I mean that's what's interesting about Doom, is you can kind of make it more difficult if you like. If you die, you can, if you feel like you're cheating by reloading a save, then don't reload your save, which is what I did here. This save I just loaded up here, I had previously died, and instead of loading up the save to get all my weapons back, because I knew I could have completed the level. Had I done that, I opted to not do that and start with just the pistol and just see how difficult it would be. And as you can see, this first run through I'm doing right here, I'm playing pretty slow, pretty cautiously, trying to conserve ammo, use my pistol when I can. Because like when you get into the later maps, of Doom, like the pistol's pretty much useless. I mean, it's just it shoots slow, and some of these enemies have so much health that just it takes forever. Shotgun's usually just shotgun is usually your go-to when you play Doom. Now here's the kicker. Here is like I really like it though. I really like this map 8. I think it's very good for a lot of reasons. It's it's almost like a weird gauntlet. Like as you can see, you start in a room and you've got about 6-7 doors that you can go through. 2 of them you need keys for, and the rest you can just kind of go in at your leisure. And if you start with just the pistol like I was doing, then you kind of got to work yourself up. You got to go through each door. Each door houses pretty much one weapon. You can get the rocket launcher, the plasma gun, the shotgun. You could also get the chainsaw, but to be honest with you, the chainsaw is pretty much useless in this game, in my opinion. And as you can see, that was annoying. This is why this level has really made me mad, because I was playing it last night for the first time, and I just kept on dying, and I was trying to do it very methodically and go through each room, and it just wasn't working for me. See, there's the chainsaw there. I don't even touch the chainsaw. So this is where I was like, you know what, this is dumb. I'm wasting so much time going through each room just to get to this room and then die again. You know, it's pretty much useless. So instead, I just start off. I don't even try to shoot them. I just try to pretty much go through these guys, so that I can grab the key, and then you gotta hit the little switch there so that you can get back out of the room. And as you can see, it's so annoying. And not only are you're blind, you can see when you get that invincibility power up. Your character down at the bottom there, he closes his eyes, so that's the whole idea. You can barely see. So as you can see, that worked pretty well for me though. I just kind of like went through it and was able to grab the key and get out of there without taking any damage, because the invincibility, you just kind of got to bob and weave through the guys. And then once you do that, I would recommend going straight to this room. Now this is where I believe I die again, because all I had was a pistol. Yeah, you can see I'm trying, but it's just not working. There's a switch on the wall in this room that raises the platform back up. As you see, I can't leave the room. I thought I had to take out all these guys to raise the platform, but that's not what you gotta do. There's a switch in the room that you'll see me hit in a little bit, so you'll see. I'm gonna kick the bucket here in just a minute. I sure tried, that's for sure. Alright, here we go again. So now I'm like, okay, what do I do? What's the plan here? So this time I'm like, you know, I gotta get a weapon. So I run into this room. This is usually the room I start in, and I grab the weapon, the plasma gun. I don't even try to take these guys out. And so then I try to run straight into the room with all these. I don't remember the name of these guys. There's the one big guy and then all the minions. I think they're like minotaurs of some sort. Don't quote me on that. Let's look into that. But so now I'm like not shooting again. I'm just holding onto my weapon. And I've learned that to get out of this room, all you got to do is grab the invincibility, then start walking through them before they move, because they don't move till you shoot or until you walk into them. So once you walk into them, you just kind of got to keep pushing the stick left and right, keep looking right, left and right, and eventually you'll make it through fairly easily. Grab the key, hit the switch, and then do the same thing on the way back out. Just bob and weave, you know, look left, look right, look left, look right, and eventually you'll make it out, no problem. It's really not that difficult. And now you have the plasma gun, so you can take out all of the. Again, I can't remember these guys. They always remind me of horses, because when you hear them, it sounds like clopping. Those, the brown guys. If I had the manual, I got the, I'm playing this on the PS4 Classic Edition. And it comes with the manual that tells you the names of all the enemies, and it's pretty cool. I love that kind of stuff. So as you can see, I took them all out with the plasma gun. At first, I don't think I realized how to get out. And then I was like, oh, there's a switch, duh. And before I step out, yeah, okay, I hit the switch a second ago. Before I step out, I was trying to look for secret rooms. I'm always just like, sometimes you can kind of tell when there's going to be a secret, and sometimes you can't. Now, as you can see, here's the exit. It's not very far. And once you fall in this pit, though, you're screwed. You're not getting back out. That's annoying. You actually get a trophy for that the first time you do that. So just so you know. I'm telling you, this level is a total total ass, man. It just pisses you off multiple times. We're not done yet. So here I go again. I go grab the plasma gun. I don't take the guys out. Then I'm like, okay, let me get the rocket launcher this time. I think this will be helpful as well. So I grab the rocket launcher now. These guys all start coming at you. You can't get out of the room until you hit the switches. The switches are behind these guys. You can see them back there. So instead, I opted to take these guys out. You don't have to, but I recommend taking these guys out because these guys are mobile and they'll come and find you if you don't take them out. The other guys in the first room with the plasma gun, if you don't have to take them out. They'll kind of get stuck in the room. Eventually, they'll try to make their way to you, and they probably will succeed. But for the most part, you should be fine. So you can see now I got the rocket launcher. I have the plasma gun, and I make my way through fairly easily here. Grab the key, turn back around. You can see I'm starting to look left and right a little bit. Look left, look right, look left or right. It's pretty easy, I think. And I'm pretty sure these guys start to kind of to kill themselves because they're shooting at themselves. So I think they kind of take each other out by doing that. So anyway, so now I've got the invincibility still. I was able to make it out of the room fairly quick. And now I've got the rocket launcher. So you could take these guys out pretty quick. You can grab the next invincibility that's in this room. And then with the rocket launcher, you could take these guys out in like a couple seconds here. You see, you take them all out easily. And so this is one of those guys that followed me. So I take out a couple of them. And then I'm like, all right, so we got this. So hit the switch. Raise the platform, get out of the room. Okay, so I've got 3 weapons. This is great, but you really don't even need weapons. All I got to do now is make it through this. Make it over the platforms. Now, the thing is, if you start trying to walk, you'll see right here. If you don't go fast enough, the platform's lower, and I'm just like, God dang it. Gosh, dadgummit. I'm like, well, here we go again. Now I got to do this another time. So I've learned, okay, so you can't walk slowly. You gotta run. You're gonna have to hit the L2 or whatever you're playing it on. You gotta run over the platforms to get to the exit. Now you can see I do it probably a lot quicker this time. Grab the guns. Same thing. Same song and dance. I'm gonna go grab the, go grab this again. Yeah, I see, I tried to get out of the room because I didn't want to take these guys out. But you might as well just take these guys out. It's not too bad. They're just kind of annoying because they run at you. And with the rocket launcher, it's so easy to take yourself out. So easy. All right, so we got them. You can grab some armor with this, that, the other, whatever. And there's a secret room back here that you saw me go in earlier. You can grab a bunch of ammo in there, but I at this point, I was like, I don't think it's worth it. There's no sense because then you got to fight more of the Minotaur guys or whatever they're called. So just don't even worry about it. So go in here, do your thing, make it through. It's fairly easy. Like I said, they kind of take themselves out. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening. You can't hardly see nothing, see shit. So you can see, look left, look right, look left, look right, look left, right. And I think I'm pretty sure they're taking themselves out. I can't quite tell. Anywho, doesn't matter. I made my way through. So then I go back into, this is the wrong room. So this is another room that you don't really have to go in. You can just get the shotgun, but then there's a bunch of the brown guys down there. So I don't even mess with that. So I go grab this. Grab the invincibility, take them all out again. Get the rocket launcher just to make it easy on yourself. Easy enough. All right, so I'm like, all right, let me run, and then I get in here, and then I see this freaking guy, and of course I had the rocket launcher out, and and then I knock myself into the pit, and I'm like, well, I'm screwed again. And at this point, my hand goes straight to the palm, or to the palm of my hand goes straight to my forehead. It's just, I was like, gosh, dadgummit, man. So here we go. We go it again. I believe this is where I finally get this down. Okay, I'm like, all right, I'm tired of this. I'm getting over this. I'm getting over this hill, running up that hill. At this point, I'm just like, damn, damn it, I've done this level so many times, and I know, the thing is this is the thing. It's like I knew if I would have just restarted with all my weapons, I could have finished this level a long time ago. But that challenger in me, that competition to myself is like, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. Just do it without using your saves. That was my whole goal here. I played the original Doom before this back in, I think February, March is when I finished it, and I used the saves. Eventually I was like, it's taking too long. It's annoying. So I was like, let me just use the saves. They give you the saves. You might as well use the saves to keep your weapons at the beginning of each at the beginning of each level. It more or less just makes things quicker, because going through the levels, it's definitely challenging to have to pick up your weapons all over again. And you may not, all the weapons may not even be available in the level. So, it just depends who you are. If you like a challenger like me, like, I can do this without doing this, And it's cool because you can, eventually, I believe you can select whatever level you want. In the first Doom, I know for a fact, at least the version I was playing, you can just select whatever level you want. So whatever level you start in, you're going to have to find your weapons anyway. Unless you go through it, starting from level 1, and then it takes you from level to level, of course. This one, I didn't really see that option. Maybe I just didn't see it. There was, like, something I could have done to pick a level, but it said they were, like, hidden levels or something. I'm not sure. But anyway, so here we go. Here we go again. Gotta go grab... Oh, yeah, so I was like, let me grab this invincibility to help me through once I go over all the platforms there. And then I was like, you know what? I can't see. I can't do this. So instead, I'm like, you know what? Let me just wait. I'm going to wait for the invincibility to go out. So I take out, a couple of these guys that are annoying me. If I had that manual on me, I'd totally check what these guys' names are. So yeah, I'm sitting here waiting for that invincibility. Okay, so now the invincibility is running out, and I'm like, all right, I got this. I got 32 bullets in my plasma gun here. And I've run across the platforms, get the exit, take this guy out. This guy's no problem, and then bam, done. I'm like, yes, finally. Tricks and traps. That was a good level. That was a fun level. It took some time, but eventually I got it down. So, if you do it, kudos to you. Good job.